Hello and welcome. Before we begin, make yourself comfortable. Let your shoulders loosen. Take a slow, gentle breath in and a long, easy breath out. Allow the small noises around you to fade. Tonight, we will step quietly into the past, into warm stone rooms and moonlit courtyards, into the gentle daily life inside the quiet homes of Medina. This is not a tale of loud events. It is not about battles or great speeches. It is a story of small comforts, the hush of a wool blanket, the soft scrape of a spoon against a wooden bowl, the drifting scent of citrus and rosemary in a courtyard. We will move slowly, like the soft footstep of someone passing through a corridor. Read with a slow rhythm, or close your eyes and listen with each breath. Letting go of the day, we walk now through narrow streets into a city of long memory. Step softly. The stones remember your feet. The city is waiting, calm and patient, to share its quiet rooms with you. Medina sits on a small rise, the old capital folded around itself like a sleeping shell. Its walls are limestone, warm to the touch during the day and cooling to a gentle gray at evening. From the outside, the city looks like a low island of stone against the fields. When you walk through one of its gates, the world hushes. The air inside is different, a little thicker with the scent of old plaster, incense, and cooking fires. Homes here are not tall like a city of towers, but they hold stories in their thick walls. You might pass under a wooden lintel worn smooth by hands for generations. A carved keystone marks a doorway. Behind that doorway waits a small world, a courtyard open to the sky, a narrow stair, a cool kitchen, and rooms that receive the evening with a soft, careful grace. Doors are often closed against the wind and dust, but they open easily at the touch of a neighbor. The people of Medina know one another by the sound of their footsteps along the stones, by the way a curtain shivers in a draft, by the smell of roasted chickpeas. Life moves slowly here. Even time seems to take a breath. Many Medina houses turn inward. The courtyard is the small heart where life gathers. Open to the sky, it lets the light and the rain enter and then leaves nothing but a hush inside. In the day, sunlight lays golden patches across its flagstones. At night, the moon makes a silver pool. A stone well may stand at the center, its lip dark from hands that have drawn from it for decades. Vases hold basil and rosemary, and potted citrus trees lift glossy leaves toward the sky. A low table sits on woven mats. Here, bread is broken and shared. Here, an old woman teaches a child to string beads. Evening chores are done by the courtyard fire. A pot simmers, lidded with a stone, releasing steam that smells like pepper and lemon. Curtains of linen hang along the walls to keep the warmth in and the dust out. The courtyard offers privacy and light. It is small and trustworthy. Furniture in these courtyards is plain and solid. A wooden bench, a carved chest placed near the door, and sometimes a shelf of pewter dishes. These items are worn smooth in the places hands touch. The cracks and dents are not flaws but memories. In winter, blankets dry over the well wall. In summer, the family sleeps beneath the stars at the courtyard's edge, listening to owls and the distant sea. The kitchen is stone and smoke, salt and sweetness. It is a place of slow rituals. Fire is kept in a hearth that has hosted many meals. A clay oven nestles into the wall, used to bake flatbreads and slow-roasted vegetables. There are clay jugs for water, wooden bowls, and a small mortar and pestle where herbs are crushed and mixed. Maltese cooking in these homes is simple, and what is grown is often what is eaten. Olive oil glints in bowls. Tomatoes, when in season, are peeled and strained. Chickpeas are softened overnight and then stewed until they lose their stubbornness. Citrus peels are candied for later, and a little honey is saved for times of celebration. Food is cooked with a patience that matches the city itself. No hurry. Each spoonful is an act of careful attention. The rhythm of the kitchen is quiet. Knockers on the door announce arrivals. A neighbor may come by with a loaf to trade for a jar of preserved lemons. Children learn in this room how to roll dough, how to fold a tiny samosa, how to pretend to be a baker with a wooden spoon. The smells of the kitchen travel through the house, following corridors to bedrooms and into the courtyard. Bedrooms in Medina are small and restful. They rarely need to be large. A bed, a chest, and a window are often enough. Beds are low and filled with straw, sometimes topped by woolen blankets. Sheets may be linen, slightly coarse, smelling faintly of soap and sun. Mattresses are firm, and pillows are few. Yet the beds are comfortable in their own steady way. Many families hang curtains around beds for privacy and warmth. The fabric rustles softly as someone turns. A bedside chest holds small treasures: a worn rosary, a ribbon, a folded letter. Above the bed, a carved wooden cross or a small painted icon watches over sleep. Nighttime here is marked by soft ritual: a bowl of water set by the bedside for morning washing, a single candle clipped to a sconce that will burn down slowly if left. Children sleep close to elders when winters bite. Stories are told in low voices before sleep, stories of the old city, of storms at sea, of small acts of kindness. These tales are quiet and often repeat the same gentle lessons. Sleep arrives with a feeling of being looked after, of stone walls holding warmth and a family's steady breathing. Homes in Medina are vertical in their own modest way. The stair is often narrow, carved into the stone, worn into a smooth curve by many feet. Steps are uneven and low, they slow your gait, making you more careful, encouraging silence. Hallways are cool, and the air within them smells faintly of cedar and old books. Small windows placed high in the wall allow a thin sliver of light to fall across the floor. On one level, you may find a shelf of jars, pickled capers, preserved figs, a small jar of saffron for special bread. On another, carved hooks hold folded garments, leather belts, and a child's wooden toy. The stair leads sometimes to a small rooftop terrace where baskets of herbs dry in the sun. Other times it opens onto a narrow balcony, looking down over a whitewashed alley. From these high places, the city feels small and circled, a collection of roofs and chimneys and the slow passage of weather. Look closely and you see the small tools that shape daily life. A carved wooden comb, used at the end of the day. A basket of hand-stitched linens. A well-used pair of shears for cutting cloth. A spindle and wool in a corner where someone spins during the long afternoons. These objects are simple but exact, meant to last and to be repaired rather than replaced. Repair is a part of life. A seamstress mends a cloak with tiny stitches. A shoemaker patches sandals. Broken pottery is glued and used again. Even the smallest item has value and history. The familiar rhythm of making and mending is itself a kind of quiet prayer, an honoring of what exists. In many homes, a small book or a ledger keeps track of seeds planted and lent goods. Names are written in careful hand. The ledger records who borrowed rice, who returned a pot, and who helped dig a garden in a hard spring. These lists are simple, human records of daily kindness. Children are a bright, gentle thread through these homes. They learn by watching and doing. A child helps in the courtyard, passing small stones to an elder or stirring a pot under careful supervision. They run small errands, fetching water or carrying kindling. In the evenings, they are taught the songs and prayers of the family and the simple wisdom of living close to the land. Play here is modest and made of what is available. A toy may be a carved wooden bird or a clay whistle. A game might be a circle of friends clapping hands while counting rhymes. Older children teach the younger ones how to weave a small basket from reeds or how to mend a torn net. Stories told by candlelight fold small lessons into tales of animals and weather. Learning is not hurried. The pace is slow and patient, and mistakes are corrected with tenderness. The children grow within a rhythm of steady tasks and gentle teachings, carrying the city's quiet ways forward. Evening is the time when the home gathers. The meal is simple, nourishing, and shared. It may be a stew of legumes and greens, flatbreads torn into the pot, salted fish served with olives, or thin slices of preserved citrus for sweetness. Eating is social and slow, laughter is low and rarely boisterous. The table conversation is made of small things: a neighbor's new rooster, a passing cloud, a good harvest of figs. After the meal, the family lingers by the courtyard or lamp. Someone recites a short psalm or a proverb. Others hum a simple tune. The night is companionable. Lanterns are set along the walls, and their gentle light makes the plaster glow like warm cream. These evenings are where memory holds most tightly. A grandmother recalls how the alley used to be when she was small. A father tells, in low voice, about the pattern of the summer rains and how they learned to move the jugs to catch it. The stories are small and local, and they slow the passing of days into a measured folding. Not every night is the same. Once in a while, small celebrations lift the hush with soft color. A saint's day will be observed with a modest procession. The family carries a small banner through the lanes, the children trailing, heads bowed, while a distant bell rings once. The observance is gentle, never crowded, an offering more than a parade. Neighbors bring dishes to share. A potluck of sorts, spiced rice from one home, sweet figs from another. Music, when it comes, is restrained. A lute's low notes, a simple drum. The sound is not meant to stir crowds, but to weave people closer. Lanterns line the alley. Paper streamers, often handmade, sway in a warm breeze. These nights are bright in memory and soft in practice. After such gatherings, the city returns to its quiet. The homes close their doors, the lanterns burn down, and the memory of laughter rests like a soft scarf, folded carefully and kept for another evening. In the quiet homes of Medina, silence is not emptiness. It is an active, chosen thing. Silence holds respect and attention. It gives space for listening, to the wind slipping through the chimneys, to the measured drip of water from the well, to the far-off bark of a dog. Silence makes room for small acts to become meaningful, the careful folding of linen, the steady mending of a garment, the patient tending of a potted lemon tree. Time in these homes is measured by tasks, not by clocks. It is counted in the stirring of a pot, in the hours a batch of bread needs to rise, in the way light falls across the courtyard steps. This rhythm, steady and kind, is itself a comfort. It teaches that life can be lived with calm attention, that the simplest acts can be full of care. There is also room for wonder. A child who finds a smooth pebble under the well will hold it like a small treasure. An elderly neighbor reciting a line of poetry will make the words seem like new things. The home, in its quiet, invites noticing. Now the lamps are nearly out. The final cup of water is taken. Curtains are drawn. The family moves as one gentle current toward rest. The city outside softens further. Keyed shutters click. The last door closes with a small, satisfying sound. A dog hears the quiet and rolls once, then sleeps. If you imagine lying down in one of these rooms, you might feel the stone cool beneath you, the blanket weight pleasant against your shoulders, the smell of dried herbs in the pillow. Breath slows. The mind unclenches. The noises of the city become distant and gentle. Remember the well-stirred pot, the low hum of a lute, the child's low chuckle. Hold the image of the courtyard with its modest table, the lemon tree, and the moonlight making the stones silver. All of these small things gather like soft pebbles into a cairn of memory, steady and calm. As sleep approaches, think of the homes of Medina as a circle of light, each family holding warmth against the night, each window a small bright heart in the stone. There is no hurry here. The world waits. You are safe. You are warm. You are allowed to drift. Now it is time to let your thoughts lie down as well. Breathe steadily in and out. Let the rhythm of the homes of Medina sink into your own breathing. Imagine the smooth stones of an alley, the coolness of a courtyard well, the gentle murmur of a family settling in. Picture the candlelight fading, the last lute note carried away by the air. There is nothing you must do now. The city will sleep and wake again. You too can rest and wake when the day feels right. Allow your body to accept the weight of your blankets. Allow your mind to float like a leaf on slow water. Good night, and sleep gently. May your dreams be as kind and simple as the quiet rooms of Medina, full of small comforts, soft light, and patient stone. Now it is time to let your thoughts lie down as well. Breathe steadily in and out. Let the rhythm of the homes of Medina sink into your own breathing. Imagine the smooth stones of an alley, the coolness of a courtyard well, the gentle murmur of a family settling in. Picture the candlelight fading, the last lute note carried away by the air. There is nothing you must do now. The city will sleep and wake again. You too can rest and wake when the day feels right. Allow your body to accept the weight of your blankets. Allow your mind to float like a leaf on slow water. Good night, and sleep gently. May your dreams be as kind and simple as the quiet rooms of Medina, full of small comforts, soft light, and patient stone. Now it is time to let your thoughts lie down as well. Breathe steadily in and out. Let the rhythm of the homes of Medina sink into your own breathing. Imagine the smooth stones of an alley, the coolness of a courtyard well, the gentle murmur of a family settling in. Picture the candlelight fading, the last lute note carried away by the air. There is nothing you must do now. The city will sleep and wake again. You too can rest and wake when the day feels right. Allow your body to accept the weight of your blankets. Allow your mind to float like a leaf on slow water. Good night, and sleep gently. May your dreams be as kind and simple as the quiet rooms of Medina, full of small comforts, soft light, and patient stone.